Alright guys, story time on the I-9. Look how far this car is. Ann is waiting for this car.
Shut up.
She do this all the
Then
time.
when I hit somebody,
She's never had a car accident.
They're fussing.
That's good. She's never had a car accident. Neither have I. We're safe drivers, guys. Somebody send me a cash app. Send Ann one too. 35
That's
cents.
not true. I ran into a pole before.
Oh, you did? Well, that's not a car accident. That's a pole accident. Doesn't count. You guys still send the 35 cents. Alright guys, story time, and I'm pretty sure Ann knows exactly where I'm going with this. So listen. All my people who are raised in the hood, what are we calling these segments, by the way?
Car talk.
Car talk. Yeah. Episode. So listen, man. Everybody who was born or raised in the hood, know.
You get on my nerves.
They know there's a certain segment. Yo, look how far this car is, and she stopped. Oh my gosh.
Look, if I'm not sure, I just wait.
We had 2 years ago.
Better safe than sorry. Okay.
Better safe than sorry. I love it. So, if you were raised in the hood, right, you knew when a fight was gonna break out. You knew when an argument was gonna break out. You knew to the T what was gonna happen. You knew when somebody's fighting, when somebody gonna get shot. You know when somebody had to break it out, right? But it's where you raised in the hood. Now, for people who weren't, that's a little different story. And it's not a bad thing. It's just the whole street smarts, right? It's not the first time I went through something like this, man. I had a cousin who just was the same way. You know what I'm saying? She was raised in the suburbs, and I walked to school through some bad neighborhoods, and I had to learn the hard way, and then it became the easy way when I had to learn how to fight. But listen, man, I'll tell you something. And wasn't quite there yet. So here we are in Atlanta, near Buckhead, which is now kind of turning into the hood. And we're dropping our dog off to a friend's house. So I'm in the house, we're having a conversation. I got my outs about this type of neighborhood, whatever. So we're in the neighborhood, and I tell Tim, all right, bro, I gotta go. I think, it's kind of some weird stuff happening. He's like, yo, he fist bumps me. He's like, all right, go. So I'm like, I know what that means. If y'all know, you lived in the hood, you know what it means when somebody says 5 to 7 times, all right, go. We know what that means. So I dapped him up. I told Nico to sit. Nico sat. He stayed. Then we left the house. Man, when I leave the house, I hear boom, 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 boom. Literally just like that, right? 4 times. Boom, 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 boom. After that, all you hear is, now let me tell you something. Again, y'all people from the hood know this. When you hear bumps like that, boom, that's not somebody banging their fists against the wall. That's somebody banging someone's head up against the wall. So as I'm hearing the fight and the commotion, we're in Atlanta. You know, don't no fight lasts 15 seconds before somebody wants to start pulling out guns. So, man, I get in the car, and I say, yo, Ann, go, they're fighting. I said, come on, go. She looks at me very slowly, and she turns back at the steering wheel, and she puts it in park in slow motion. And after she puts it in park in slow motion, she's looking behind her. She's waiting for the truck to go by, right? Respectfully. The truck is even going by slow. Now I'm thinking of like the Pastor Norfolk story when Pastor came and he was talking about how he was with Pastor Ray. I don't think you were there yet. He was with Pastor Ray, and Pastor Ray, and then we're at the storage facility. And he's like, yo, come on, Ray, let's go. And they're like, man, I got to get this thing real quick, man. I'll tell this short story real quick. So Pastor Ray and Pastor Norfolk were in Atlanta. They were getting some stuff out of storage, I think for the church, if I'm not mistaken. And Pastor Ray was moving a little slow, right? He was doing the and. Like, we fine, man. Come on, man. We good. So while they're there, Pastor Norfolk's in the car by himself while Pastor Ray is taking a long time. So he's in the car. He's like, bro, I got my son with me. Come on, man. I know what it looks like. I know what this is. I know what type of neighborhood this is. Let's go. Pastor Ray's still oblivious. Nah, man, just give us some time and we just pick this stuff up and be fine. So eventually, a Charger pulls, I think it was a Charger, it pulls right in front of Pastor Norfolk's car. And Pastor Norfolk said, oh, man, I know exactly what this is. And he said, I had the peace of God in me, but I didn't have the peace of God with me. So after some time, Pastor Norfolk just guns it back and rear, keeps it pushing, slides past the two people, and then he said there was a guy running down the street. He said, Ray, where you at, man? It's this guy running down the street, man. They running after me, bro. Come on. He said, that's me. Stop the car.
That is hilarious.
So Ann had the moment, right? She's just oblivious to it. And we'll skim past the rest of the story. Man, we finally get in the park. And we get in the park and we pulling forward. And she just pulling forward as slow as can be. And she said it was because of the ice. I'll give her that. It was because of the ice. But this was the part that pissed me off. And I love my baby. We get to the end of the apartment complex, which was all of 6 houses long. And we get to the end of the apartment complex. Again, guys, they're fighting hard. It's hardcore. I don't know if it's a man, woman, whatever. I don't know. But from what I'm used to, with somebody fighting inside of a house, whoever's losing is trying to get out. And then the person who got the upper hand might come out and chase them. They might come out and shoot them. Sis is sitting there. She stops at the end of the parking lot and pulls out a GPS. She goes, I need to know where I'm going. I said, man, if you don't pull this freaking car off, she's like, I need to know if I'm going left or right. I'm like, go straight. Damn, do something.
First of all, you are wrong and trifling for that. Just so you know.
Oh, man, but I love my baby. I was so mad, but I was so in love at this time, too. So I was sitting here like, I love her so much, but I love her so much. Like, she was, but then I had to understand. I asked her a question. So I'm getting in the habit, instead of judging a person's mentality, I got to ask questions. I got to see where you coming from, man. So I asked her, I said, hey, yeah, you were never like raised in the hood or anything like that, huh? She said, nope. I said, oh, there it is. Okay.
Leave me alone.
So with Ann, I love that there's no sense of urgency with her, but at certain times, there's no certain urgency with her. So that was one of those times, man, I needed Ann to just rip that car off, but we got out safe. God, thank you. And thank you, Ann. We were driving, you know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy, though? Her spirit is so calm. I feel like they started shooting. She would probably just be like, oh, they shoot. Gotta go.
I can't stand you.
But you're so peaceful.
No, baby, I'm going the wrong way messing with you.
Oh.
What I was gonna say?
Oh, they shooting. We gotta go. As she slowly turns the steering wheel left. Like, we gotta go.
Oh Lord, that was so funny. If you don't leave me alone, I didn't know what was going on. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, they fist fighting. So why are we scurrying off if they just in there fist fighting? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
No, it's okay. And that makes, here's the thing, guys. Like, when you're in a relationship, you're thinking with two different brains. So it's not that you get in a relationship and your woman's so submissive that she doesn't think anymore. I had a joke and I said it. Your job wasn't to think. I'm sorry for all of y'all that took that personal, but that was clearly sarcasm. But you're dealing with two people who have their own sense of logic, and yet she did. She had her own sense of logic.
Somebody stole my diamond member spot.
Damn. And I bet you need to report him. Get that license plate.
All right.
But yeah, so she had her own logic. Her logic was, well, if they're fighting, it can't be that bad because it's just a fist fight, right? So when she said that, I was like, dang, bro. Like, it wasn't even like real anger. It was just frustration. It kind of, not even kind of, it really subsided. And I could only laugh on the inside. It really subsided because what she said made logical sense. And literally 98% of the time, Ann thinks with her brain. But it just made sense. So I was like, okay. Okay. So that's what she was coming from. That was no urgency. At the same time, for all I know, she's from Atlanta. I'm not. I hear all the stories. All right.
I'm from Atlanta, but I'm from the suburbs of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was born in Atlanta, but Atlanta wasn't as horrible as it is now when I was growing up. And by that time, when it started getting bad, we moved to the suburbs. So, you know, I don't know what to say. I was perplexed. It's like I had a lot of things going on in my brain at that very moment. I just needed some questions answered, you know? I just needed some questions answered. That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all, guys. All in all, man, we passed.
Okay.
I love this woman, man.
Oh. Me loves you.
Me loves you. All right, guys. Till next time. Bye-bye.